At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
Hello and welcome back to Willard High School, where things are getting set underway. Both teams are warming up as we speak. It is a clash of the Titans. The Seneca East Tigers are taking on the Buckeye Central Bucks. Storm Bluntschly on the call, joined by my fabulous, illustrious assistant, Garret Parlett. Garret kicking things off with Seneca East. For them, it's going to be a tough battle the whole night, but the role players really need to step up.
Tigers going to definitely need some role players tonight, Storm. If they want to knock off state-ranked Buckeye Central, Amelia Bowes is going to need a big night, averaging 7.4 points a game. Brooke Bordner is going to need to step up as well. She's also averaging 7.8. And finally, McKenna Depnett needs to step up as well to help out these role players as she averages 10 a game.
One thing we saw the other night as we take a look at our starting lineups, first for the Buckeye Central Bucks, Emily Cecil, Taylor Ratliff, Kendra Ackerman, Kylie Brown, and Claudia Pfeiffer. For the Seneca East Tigers, sitting at the number 2 seed, Jessica Bowerman, Brooke Bordner, McKenna Depnett, Amelia Bowes, and Alexis Hicks. But what we saw on full display from Seneca East the other night was their outstanding defensive prowess.
And that is exactly what they're going to need tonight, Storm, if they want to beat the Buckheads today. So far, Seneca East, last game we've seen, they were really beasting and feasting. They were blocking almost every shot that was put up, getting a lot of steals, and doing it at a high rate. So they're going to need exactly that if they want to knock off Buckeye Central.
And another thing that happened is that they did end up beating St. Paul, and Bowerman really stepped up and kind of took over that game.
I believe Bowerman had 26, Storm, in that semifinal. She also averages 5 assists, 8 rebounds, and shoots 70% from the free throw line. So they're gonna need her to step up big tonight.
As we take a listen in here to the Stars and Stripes, the national anthem. Stepping back into the booth, one more thing I wanted to touch on with Seneca East is their dominant center play. I mean, these two tall trees locking it down for Seneca East have been absolutely terrific.
I believe both of them against St. Paul were in double digits. Alexis Hicks, she's a dominant force down low and shoots 71% from the free throw line. It's always good if one of your dominant low posts can get to the free throw line and knock down free throws. And Amelia Bose is really getting it done on the defensive end as she hosted a block party on Thursday.
For Buckeye Central now, they have a great group of scorers who can really go out and get it done on any given night.
And the leading engine, Claudia Pfeiffer, averaging 19.2 points per game. She had 24 against South Central. It doesn't only start with her. Taylor Ratliff averages 12 points a game, and Emily Cecil averages 12.3 points per game, 4 assists, and almost 6 steals a game. So she is definitely going to need to get it done on both sides of the floor.
The Bucks rolled over the Trojans in their last tournament game, but these two opponents are familiar as Buckeye Central took the 2 regular season meetings by a slim margin.
Both obviously out of the Northern 10 Conference. The Bucks beat the Tigers in both games. In the first matchup, it went into overtime. It needed 5 quarters to decide that one, and finally Buckeye Central was victorious 55-50. In the second matchup, they also won 40-36, and that was just in regulation. So a combined between those both games, the games were just finished by 9 points.
The Buckeye Central Bucks are terrific in all facets of the game, and that really speaks to why they're not only ranked #1 seeded in the tournament, but are also a state-ranked girls program.
It's hard to find a weakness with Buckeye Central. The only thing I really could find is when they went up against Seneca East in that second matchup. They at times they struggled to get anything to go offensively, but they had just enough. They got that 40 points, they got over the hump, and it was finally enough to get over Seneca East.
Let's take a look at how both these teams got here. We have our live bracket taking a look at these matchups. Seneca East, of course, victorious over Monroeville, and the Flyers beating out the Lucas Cubs. The Trojans getting over the hump with the Mansfield Christian Flames. And lastly, in the opening round of games, the Buckeye Central Bucks, of course, getting over Danbury in the semifinals. The Tigers, of course, beating the Flyers. Saw that just the other night, as well as our second game up, South Central losing to Buckeye Central Bucks in convincing fashion, and that sets the stage up for the matchup we have tonight. The #1 seed versus the #2 seed for the district championship. It doesn't really get much better than this.
It's going to be a great game, Storm. Seneca East coming in. I'm sure they got a chip on their shoulder. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season, but that's exactly what Abram Capel is wanting to do with his Buckeye Central Bucks.
I mean, Buckeye Central has just been stellar all season long. I had a chance to go out and watch them with my own eyes versus Shelby, the Shelby girls, and we think that's an elite program. Buckeye Central took care of business by a big margin.
It's going to be a struggle tonight if Seneca East's offense cannot keep up with Buckeye Central's. That's why, as I mentioned, those role players really need to step up tonight because they're going to need a lot of offense if they can't slow down Buckeye Central.
And for Seneca East, like we mentioned earlier, their terrific defense. They don't need to put up as many blocks as they did last night. That was just an anomaly, I believe. But they are going to have to find a way to limit the transition buckets from Buckeye Central and even stop them in their half-court sets.
That's really where Buckeye Central was at its best last time out against South Central. They were flying up and down the court, making and forcing turnovers, and then getting in the fast break and getting easy layups with Pfeiffer and Cecil.
The the tip is just moments away. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 seeded Buckeye Central Bucks are getting set to take on the #2 Seneca East Tigers. It's tournament time, it's live, it's free, and it's happening right now. Things don't get much better than this, guys.
Curious set right here, so I've never seen that. As Seneca East did win the jumbo. I believe that was Bose with the tip, but Bowerman couldn't collect it.
Yeah, at first I thought they were going to start playing 3-on-5. I was going to ask if they were sure about that, but the Buckeye Central Bucks will have the ball out of the out of bounds. They're getting things set up. Brown has it now. Gets it over to Ratliff. She tries a quick three-pointer, and that one is buried in the bottom of the net to get the Buckeye Central Bucks on the board first.
Curious defense right there. Not sure why they just left Ratliff wide open from downtown. Shoots 32% from there. So a curious decision right there as Ratliff knocked it down for three.
It's really hard. You have to play almost perfect defense versus the Buckeye Central Bucks. I mean, they can get it done anywhere on the court, just like how we talked about in pregame. They are just such a good offensive team, but how about that offense from the low block? The center's getting it done for Seneca East early.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Seneca East needs its role players to step up, and Alexis Hicks, the dominant force down low, they're going to need her tonight.
Buckeye Central unsuccessful. Tried another three-pointer right there. Not going to get that one to go as Bordner has it. Tries to work it down low inside. Does. Met with a double team. Those guards digging really hard, and they get rewarded with a steal. Buckeye Central, where they like to be. Pfeiffer all the way down the court. Takes a Euro step. Won't get it to go. Collects her own rebound. Fight for it. Gets it out to the three-point line. That one rattles home. Not going to matter, because that's going to end in a travel, and the Seneca East Tigers are going to have possession as we take a look at the Willard Family Dentistry replay. A gorgeous drop step right there, and these Seneca East Tigers centers have a bag of tricks down there on the low block.
That's exactly what they need to do, too. They got that great height advantage. We talked to Claudia Pfeiffer after the game against South Central, and she said that was one of the things that Coach Capel was really going to address was Seneca East has such a huge height advantage. They need to box out and play great defense on those bigs.
Seneca East once again on offense after that traveling violation. Really looks like they're trying their hardest to work things in. Down low, I believe that is going to be called an illegal screen on Bose, and that's not what you want to happen. You don't want to get your centers in foul trouble early, especially if they're a set of paint protectors like these two are. Taking it the other way now is Buckeye Central. Pfeiffer leading the charge. She had a terrific game last time out versus the Trojans, but this entire Buckeye Central Buck squad did, as Ackerman gets the mid-range Jimmy to go.
Buckeye Central loves to shoot the ball. They made a three tonight, and Ackerman right there with the mid-range shot. Seneca East is going to go back down low, but Hicks can't get it to go, and Buckeye Central is going to push the pace.
Fast break opportunity for Buckeye Central across the court. They get it over into the corner, decide to reset things. Emily Cecil's going to heave up a three-pointer, and the Bucks are on fire from behind the arc.
Emily Cecil erupted in that third quarter against South Central. I believe she had 11 of her 21 in that period, and they're going to get a travel on Bose. So Seneca East is struggling here.
Taking a look at the replay, I mean, it just looked like there was a defensive miscue. Someone need to get a pillow and blankie out there. Looks like someone fell asleep on that rotation, and it's going to lead to a wide open three-pointer for Buckeye Central, and that's their second of the night. Just like we said, Seneca East going to need to step up and play better defense than that if they want a chance, but there's some good defense right on cue. Going to be a fast break, 1-on-2, puts it up and puts it in, count that bucket, and a foul. Seneca East getting back on the board.
Nice steal on the defensive end from McKenna Debnett. Here's the replay. Takes the contact right there. Looks like she got tripped and got it to go for the and one, and she's going to head to the line to make this a three-point game.
Going to try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Took that right into the teeth of the defense. 1-on-2 fast break all the way to the cup with no fear, and gets rewarded with an extra foul shot to go. Emily Cecil now inbounds it, getting it across the court. I believe that is Ratliff. Now to Ackerman, has it on the three-point line. Another three-point try on the way from Emily Cecil. That one's going to be off the back of the iron and off of a Buckeye Central player, out of bounds, Seneca East ball. Make sure you leave a comment depending on where you're watching from, either Facebook or YouTube. Tell us where you're watching so we can get you on the Fan Zone. I know that's personally probably my favorite part of every broadcast, so make sure you chime in. Get us to read a message on the live stream. The best part about Fan Zone is that it's free to do, so make sure you come hang out with us, get some dialogue going, as there's some dialogue exchange between the two teams. A lot of contact on that layup. I'm not going to go fight for the offensive rebound. Going to end in a jump ball, and the possession arrow, I believe, points to Seneca East.
Strong take right there from Bowerman. They're going to need her all night long to continue to do what she does, and that is score points. Let's see if she can get on the board here.
Cook has it. Otta, the quick inbound, dribbles it off her foot. Seneca East able to retain possession, and a beautiful feed inside. It's not going to lead to that easy of a layup. A lot of contact there, no foul. Emily Cecil bringing it across the midcourt line, setting things up for Buckeye Central on offense. Buckeye Central jumped out to a quick lead, Seneca East able to kind of calm the storm, and there's some terrific interior defense from Seneca East. They're out on the fast break. Bowerman has it, had a terrific night the other night versus St. Paul. Quiet here so far, still a lot of basketball to be played. Almost a turnover for Seneca East. They regather. There's Bowerman for three, off the back of the iron and out. Rebound stays with Seneca East on the three-point line once again. Depnit, another one off target for Seneca East. Buckeye Central seems like they're going to slow things down. Psych, they drill one inside. That's going to be a foul. And that's going to lead to two at the charity stripe. Fake me out a little bit. Definitely thought they were going to get into a half-court set right there, but just an absolute rifle of a pass down low. That's going to lead to the foul for two.
Tremendous setup from Pfeiffer down low to Riley Cancer.
Couple of Bucks check in, as well as a couple of Seneca East Tigers, our first substitutions for the night. And Garrett, there are quite a few fans. Everyone's still following the social distancing and the COVID protocols, but I believe for COVID times, this is what you'd call a packed house.
And exactly what you would say, Storm. There's not a lot of bleachers left, and that's great to see. It's always excited to be back, in the district finals. It's a big game, so the fans are here and they're ready to cheer on their team.
Seneca East out in the corner, putting on a couple spin moves, is Bowerman back out to the three-point line. Thought about the three, going to drive it all the way inside, put up a layup off 1 foot, going to fall out of bounds. Long rebound goes to Buckeye Central, getting trapped in the corner. 1-on-2 fast break. All the way down the court is Emily Cecil, and that's probably the easiest two-pointer she's ever got. And that's going to be a timeout for Seneca East. Taking a look at the replay, just a perfect fast break. Got it to the open player, and Emily Cecil finishes with the perfect layup for two.
We talked to Claudia Pfeiffer after that win over South Central. She said that that's really where they want to live, is on the fast break. They got the steal right there, pushed the pace, and got the easy layup with Emily Cecil on the other end.
Garrett, most of the time in these tournaments, you're going up against an opponent you really don't see that often, but these two ball clubs have a lot of history.
These two teams in the same conference. We actually had a matchup earlier today where it's the same scenario, teams from the same conference. So these two teams know each other, and that's really the reason the games are so close, that you study so much film on each other. And I'm sure that they've been looking over the film, and they're excited. I'm sure Seneca East really wants to upset Buckeye Central here today.
And right on, not exactly this home court, but up at Shelby, the Willard Flashes took home that district trophy as Seneca East gets things going on offense. Quick low block shot. That one with the perfect amount of touch on it goes in for Bose. Buckeye Central the other way down the court. Ratliff has it, dribbling to her right. Looks like there might have been a broken play, a miscue. It gets it into the hands of Evac. Buckeye Central working it around the perimeter now. Cancer has it, gets it back out to the three-point line, back to her. Thought about the three, he's going to dribble to her left, all the way in the painted area, and another block, but that one is going to be called a foul on Cook as we take a look at the replay. And Garrett, right on cue, never want to swipe down at the basketball.
I think, Storm, that one was all ball. I may be wrong, but that one looked pretty clean up here from my angle. Nonetheless, Buckeye Central will head to the free throw line, and she cannot knock down the first one.
Well, that's why they tell you not to swipe down, even if it's clean. When you see that blatant action of swiping down, a lot of refs are going to call that foul as Buckeye Central cans their second free throw. Seneca East the other way. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter of action. Seneca East and Oosley taking it. A couple of fancy moves over there in the corner. Gets it back out to Bowerman. Now a skip pass all the way over to the right wing, and a step back three-pointer on the way. Thought that one was going to be a bank and in. 0 for 3 now from the field. Buckeye Central the other way. A stop and go mid-range now. A bounce pass to Buckeye Central. Bucks were heading that way. One of them came up with it, turned it over. Seneca East on the fast break. Bowerman has it, kicks it over the corner. Pass back to herself as Depnit now has it, gets it inside down low. Post fadeaway shot. Thought there was a little bit of arm on that one. No call from the Stripes. Buckeye Central might have gotten away with one right there. Regardless, they bring it across midcourt. Pfeiffer now has it. She had a brilliant game last time out versus the Trojans. She dribbles to her left, takes a screen all the way inside, no look pass to the corner, bounces past that one inside, and some terrific ball movement from the Bucks leads to a big-time score.
Seneca East has got to get going offensively. They're struggling mightily. Buckeye Central's defense is swarming and forcing them to take tough threes as they cannot make one here.
Seneca East trying to stop the bleeding, down 7 points, need to get a basket here as Depnett dribbles inside, pass to her teammate, and there's Bowerman's first points of the night.
Right place, right time. Bowerman right underneath the hoop, and the ball just landed right in her lap, went up with the left hand and got it to go for two.
Pfeiffer takes a screen, dribbles to her right, and right on cue, Linda Mendoza chiming in off of that missed layup. Saw her come in earlier today at Shelby, now coming in now 2 for 2 on the broadcast today. Big shout out to you, Linda Mendoza. Hey, and another relative, Chanel Bluntschly chiming in. Love you, Storm. You're doing great. Thank you so much for commenting. We'll get to read some of the other ones right after this replay. A tough move inside's gonna lead to 2 points. Both these teams playing exceptionally well. Buckeye Central really, however, just playing their brand of basketball. Just over 30 seconds to play in the first. This one has been all offense as Emily Cecil cues up a three-pointer. Off target, bodies flying on the floor for the rebound. Seneca East comes up with it. 23 seconds and counting now, almost a travel. Bowerman now takes it down the length of the court, gets it to Bose. Three-pointer for Seneca East. That one off target. Tried to keep that one alive. Buckeye Central's going to take it on the fast break. Cancer has it, gets it out to the three-point line. Another triple try on the way. And late in the quarter clock, that one finds the bottom of the net with 2 seconds from half court. Thought that one was going to find the bottom of the net, but that's going to do it here through one. The Buckeye Central Bucks lead the Seneca East Tigers 17-9. Going to take a quick break. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. At Willard Family...
Second quarter action, moments away. Through one quarter, we saw the Buckeye Central Bucks jump out to a quick lead over the Seneca East Tigers, 17-9. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett and Garret. Buckeye Central's offense just clicked.
They've really been doing wonders here on Seneca East's defense. Is not exactly what they want to do. Seneca East has got to pick it up defensively. 17 points is too much to give up to Buckeye Central. You don't want their offense to really get clicking because they will absolutely blow you out.
Buckeye Central is going to have the first offensive try out of the first quarter break. Emily Cecil has it for the Bucks, puts on a couple of quick crossovers, hands it off to her teammate Ratliff. She takes a screen, looking to work that one inside, going to decide to kick it out to the right corner. Dribbling inside is Cancer. She kicks it back out to Cecil, takes a screen, mid-range try on the way, rattled around a couple times. That one's going to fall out in Seneca East. Going to look to take the floor. Over in the corner, getting it back up top to Bordner. Back in the corner now, working it back inside where Seneca East had a ton of success. Not going to be successful on that one, but look at the moves from Bowerman. Just goes down there amongst the tall trees and rips away that rebound.
A very scrappy player and very physical. Bowerman got the rebound right here. So the fans are going at it. A little upset with that call, but Jessica Bowerman did come away with that, and it will be a jump ball, and it will retain in Seneca East's hands.
Seneca East has it inbound deeply to Bordner. She's going to take it off the dribble all the way inside. Floater off of one leg. Falls off target, and I believe that's going to be another jump ball call. Possession arrow, of course, switched over to Buckeye Central. Or, excuse me, Seneca East is going to have possession. Bowerman set to inbound. Once again, a deep inbound to Bordner. Missed her last shot, puts on a crossover, trying to get in the lane, kicks it back out to Bowerman. Now swings it all the way over to Bose, setting things up. Seneca East being patient on their first offensive possessions. Know they need a basket. Tricky situation, and that's going to be a turnover. Piper and a run out 1-on-0 fast break, and a silky smooth finger roll to finish on the fast break.
Up to a 10-point advantage, Storm. Claudia Piper with a beautiful steal. Read it like a book and took it coast to coast for the easy layup in transition.
Bowerman getting directions from her head coach. Taking a play, takes a handoff to Oosley. She dribbles inside, down low on the low block, and that's a block for Buckeye Central. And that was a big hit there from Seneca East. Going out of bounds, both players just going for the basketball, but Piper took a hard spill. Seneca East set to inbound in a 10-point deficit. It has been difficult for them to score. They were trying to work things down low, but that's just not working out for them, as we see whenever they get it down low, just like that, 2-3 Buckeye Central defenders swarm around them, so maybe time to switch up the game plan. Buckeye Central once again in the open court, trying to score as quickly as they can. Not going to get that 5-foot jump shot to go. Seneca East the other way. Bordner has it. Getting harassed on defense, wanted the foul, not going to get it. Cook has it, swings it back inside, and another turnover for the Tigers. I believe they're going to get Bowerman with a foul. So Buckeye Central will inbound on the baseline.
Seneca East struggling here offensively, can't get anything to go. They're trying to force feed the post down low, let it come to Alexis Hicks. As soon as she gets the ball, they're doubling her. Maybe need to look to pass out for an open shooter on the wing.
And that one's just too easy for Buckeye Central. It's only a 12-point lead, but it seems like a lot more because points are hard to come by if you're Seneca East. They have not scored in a while, and things are getting dicey, and we still have a lot of basketball to be played. They're going to get, I believe, Buckeye Central with a push right there, so they're going to have the ball out of bounds, and things are getting a little aggressive out there. Bodies are flying all over the place, and I believe even some elbows are getting thrown.
N10 rival Storm. Both these teams don't want to go home, don't want this to be their last game of the season. As we've seen Abram Capel on the screen, coach for Buckeye Central, one of the dominant programs in this area, as we're going to get a timeout from Buckeye Central.
Barry Fall watching from Lady Flashes Country. Chanel Bluntschly, love you, Storm. You're doing great. Taking a look at the fan zone. Lisa saying from Bucyrus, go Buckettes. Thank you very much. Linda Mendoza watching from Willard, Ohio. Great job, OH.Report, on coverage of this great game. Chanel Bluntschly with a little bit of love for the big man, Garret Parlett.
Man, Storm, you always like to throw me under the bus. Big man, you are also pretty large yourself. So shout out to Chanel. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yeah, I cannot lie. You know, I did run out of breath walking up these stairs here at Willard. They got a nice set of them. You know, it's kind of hard to get up those stairs sometimes, but hey, I made it and I'm here.
And we got a good one, Storm. Seneca East has got to get back into this game. They're struggling offensively. You got to play through Jessica Bowerman. She has really been pretty quiet tonight. Only 2 points to her name. They got to get her going.
That is a rare occurrence. Bowerman had a ton of confidence. We talked to her after the game as Seneca East puts up a mid-range try, and right on cue, Garrett, making you eat your words. That's a 2-pointer for Seneca East.
Exactly what they need, a role player to step up. Brooke Bordner hit that easy mid-range J. They need her to step up and provide some huge points for tonight.
Brown hands it off to Piper. She fakes, dribbles inside, and what a sweet move right there to get in the paint for the easy two.
It's just a little too easy right here for Buckeye Central. They're just getting easy shots. In the lane is right there. Nice hustle and effort right there from Jessica Bowerman, but Piper with a little hesitation dribble on the replay and gets that one to go high off the glass for 2.
Just a little bit of that hesitation got the defenders' momentum going the other way. And able to finish with a pretty nice finger roll. Buckeye Central looking to expand their lead even further. Pfeiffer dribbles, stops, pops. That one's not going to drop. Falls into the hands of her teammate. Going to say it was out of bounds. Last touch by Seneca East. Buckeye Central retains possession under their own basket.
Seneca East has to collect and get some stops here defensively. Buckeye Central is going to begin to pull away because their offense has really not been struggling at all so far.
Pfeiffer gets it all the way over to Ratliff, another three-pointer offensive rebound for Buckeye Central, and even with the height advantage that Seneca East has, it has been difficult for them to box out some of these Lady Buckettes.
You can tell Coach Capel's mindset coming in tonight was we need to crash the boards at all costs and get some offensive rebounds, as Kaylee Brown had one there on that last opportunity, but just couldn't get it to go.
Block shot right there from Buckeye Central. A Seneca East Tiger takes a spill. The Buckettes out and running. Ratliff thought about the three, going to take it off the fake, off the front of the iron and out. But another offensive rebound keeps this possession alive. Bounce pass over to Brown. Wide open, decides not to shoot it. Back over to Ratliff. She resets things for the Buckeye Central Bucks. Looks back at the coach for some direction. Fakes the screen at the free throw line. Almost a turnover and is for Seneca East. Bowerman, who's been quiet, dishes it up to Depnet. She takes a shot, blocked right there again from Buckeye Central, and another turnover. I believe that is Brown on the fast break, stops, gets it over left wing, now the left corner. Three-pointer on the way from Ratliff, not going to fall as well. So both these teams trading misses and turnovers. Which team is going to catch fire at the right time? If there's anyone who needs it, it's Seneca East. Down a big margin here early in this one. Bowerman has it, only 2 points to her name, kicks it over to Bordner. They work it inside, drop step off of the glass. That's been the tail of the tape here is, in the beginning, in the first quarter, Seneca East had terrific post play. As we take one more look at this play from Pfeiffer, a beautiful hesitation move leads to the easy score, but Seneca East had some terrific post play in the first quarter, but, it has just gone ice cold here in the second.
Really, at the end of that first quarter, Storm, I think Seneca East only has one field goal to their name. They've been struggling, and Buckeye Central's defense has really been swarming. As soon as Alexis Hicks or Bose catches it down low, they're swarming down there. They're digging, they're scraping, they're trying to get steals, and so far that's what they're doing, and it's working.
Ratliff deep left wing, trying to set something up for her team. Gets it over to Brown. She's going to dish it off to Cantor. She dribbles to her baseline, taking a lot of contact and a turnover. Going to say that ball was bounced on the line by Cook. So the ball is going to stick with Buckeye Central Bucks, and that one hurts, especially because Seneca East needs every possession they can get.
They would have had an easy fast break opportunity on that next possession if they would have got that steal and pushed the pace, but they're going to get one anyway. As Bordner takes it coast to coast off the steal and gets it to go, it's a 10-point lead.
Maybe a little bit of momentum for Seneca East. Buckeye Central now setting things up, slowing down the pace. Ratliff has it, deep left wing, dishes it off to Brown. She dribbles to her right. A Buckeye Central Buck takes a spill. Make that two, make that three. No dice on that one. Believe they're going to say it was last touch by Seneca East, but just a run out right there. Bordner using her speed to get past Emily Cecil, and Cecil's pretty quick, so got to be fast to get by her. Deep inbound to Cecil now. She's on the left wing, and almost another steal, and is going to be another steal for Seneca East. Bordner stops, pops. Not going to get that one to fall, but right place, right time. Bowerman gets her second basket of the night.
Exactly what Seneca East needs. Some momentum before the buzzer sounds and they head into halftime. Now they cut this to an 8-point advantage. Let's see if they can get some more defensive stops and some easy runs out on offense.
Gonna need a lot more defensive stops like that, as there's a three-pointer for Buckeye Central. Brown with the rebound, takes it up, another block for Seneca East. Both these teams with terrific defense. That three-pointer not gonna find its mark. A big, strong rebound and a foul on Buckeye Central. Gonna be Seneca East possession, and they have a ton of momentum. Taking a look at the replay, the first attempt misses on the fast break, but that's why you stick with plays. Go through them all the way as Bowerman shows off the hustle, able to get to the offensive rebound first, put it up and put it in.
The reason Seneca East has gone on this run has been because of their defense. Buckeye Central has been struggling on offense, forcing some turnovers, getting the defensive rebound, and pushing the pace on fast break and getting easy opportunities.
Depnett on the right wing now, dribbles inside, floater off of one leg, and Depnett really hasn't been shooting well at all tonight, and it seems like almost she's trying to force things up.
She's been struggling, averages 10 points a game, but tonight has not been her night. She's only got 3 to her name. They need to get her going, and some of these role players, as they're struggling, but there was some contact, so I was really curious that there was no call.
Down low inside, Pfeiffer puts one up. That one not going to go. Seneca East taking it the other way. Depnett has it once again, takes a lot of contact, gets rewarded with the foul. Depnett finally going to get rewarded for being so aggressive, takes it in net with 2 Buckeye Central Bucks, and takes a lot of contact to say the least.
What a finish that would have been, Storm, if she would have got that one to go. She went through 2 Buckhead defenders and almost got it to drop, as she does knock down the first one and makes this a 7-point advantage.
Seneca East with a little bit of life in the second quarter. Must have heard us talking some smack about them, how their offense has gone cold, because they have come roaring back. Still a deficit they need to climb out of as both teams make substitutions. Depnett's going to have one more opportunity here at the line. Puts that one up, that off the back of the iron out. Buckeye Central the other way, have a man wide open down court. That's Ackerman. She puts it high off the glass and puts it in with under a minute to play in the second.
Seneca East defense cannot fall asleep in that situation. Always got to get back as fast as possible. Don't want to give up easy layups like that, as Ackerman was wide open.
Bose has it deep on the three-point line. Still had her dribble, elects not to use it. Now Oosley finds that one to Bowerman. She's going to turn it over, but it falls right in the hands of Hicks, unable to knock down the easy one. Going to say it was no shot attempt. Going to get Buckeye Central with the foul. Going to get Seneca East with the foul. So it's going to be Buckeye Central's ball with under 30 to play. So Buckeye Central across the midcourt line. Wouldn't be surprised to see them hold on for the last shot, as the student section for Seneca East is starting to get into things, and I believe that's a little bit of what their team needs. Ratliff has it, hands it back off to Cancer. It's under 10 now. Cancer has it, dribbles around, looking to find Pfeiffer, not going to get her. And they're going to say that one is a foul on Buckeye Central, so with 3.6 left, Seneca East is going to have a crack at this.
Seneca East has got 3 seconds to get something to go. It would be a huge momentum swing if they can get it to go.
Who else but Bowerman? She has it all the way down the court. Had quite a bit of time to dribble that one up the court. Decides to take the half-court shot with just over 2 seconds, so this is just going to be an inbound for Buckeye Central, and that's going to take us into the half, where the Buckeye Central Bucks lead the Seneca East Tigers 25-16. That's going to do it for now. Make sure you stick with us for a halftime analysis and some second half action. But for now, you are watching, high school hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH.Report.
Hello and welcome back to Willard High School, where the Buckeye Central Bucks lead over the Seneca East Tigers 25-16. It was a contested bout through one in the quarter number 2. Buckeye Central kind of pulled away with it. Taking a look at the halftime stats, however, Buckeye Central shooting 10 of 28, 3 of 13 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 7 turnovers, and 6 fouls for Seneca East, shooting 7 of 33 from the field, 0 of 7 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line with 13 rebounds, 8 turnovers, and 6 fouls. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret, Parlett, and Garret. I mean, the key right here probably is the poor three-point shooting from Seneca East, and not only that, but just kind of shooting pretty poor from the field in general.
Credit Buckeye Central's defense. They forced 8 Seneca East turnovers. Seneca East really can't get anything to go offensively. Bowerman has struggled. She only has 4 points tonight. At halftime against St. Paul Storm, she had 18 for comparison, so they need her to step up big time. Their star player, Jessica Bowerman, needs to come out here and really assert her dominance, and it'll lift up Seneca East's role players and get them going as well.
And that's got to be so demoralizing to not really even be able to make a pass without the threat of it being tipped, and that's what Buckeye Central has been doing on defense. They are just swarming to the ball, and we saw the post play work for Seneca East in the first quarter, but Buckeye Central quickly began digging, sending 2-3 defenders at the post, really not letting them use their size to their advantage.
It seems as if that was one of the key points for Seneca East, was get it down low and use their size advantage, but it really has not been working today, as Buckeye Central defenders have been scraping and digging down low and forcing some steals and getting some blocks. The refs have really been letting them play, so Seneca East has got to come out here and adjust, get the ball down low, and make sure you're ready to pass the ball out, because they're going to usually be sending 2 defenders.
And for Buckeye Central, I mean, it's heart over height. Seneca East with the size advantage, but Buckeye Central with the rebounding edge. So Buckeye Central really getting after it on the glass.
And that's really a surprising stat, as they really are undersized and undermanned in the height advantage. Seneca East has a few tall girls standing around 6'1", 6'2", that are really got such big height advantage that they should just be grabbing rebounds, but Buckeye Central has got down there, did the dirty work, boxed out, and are getting these rebounds, and that's really one of the reasons that they got the lead here at half.
Garrett, is that one of those applesauce squeeze packs? I hate those. I would so much rather just have a spoon and eat one of those, but I don't know how people can like squeeze that into their, it's such a weird thing for me.
Storm, it really surprises me to hear you say something about food that you don't like.
It's just something, it's like warm all the time, I feel like, and you twist it off and then you're ready for like a sweet applesauce treat and then it's just warm and gross, you know?
I think we might be losing some viewership here, Storm. We might want to move on from this topic.
Alrighty, well, we're going to take a quick break. That has done it for the halftime segment of tonight's broadcast. Make sure you stick with us. We're going to have third and fourth quarter action coming up here after this break. But for now, you are watching high school hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Hello and welcome back to, I believe we're still in Willard High School. Where are we at? Oh, in the rafters, as the wonderful cameraman got us a shot of the rafters. That's how high up we are at Willard High School. We are all the way up in the top deck, the very top. I mean, I think I'm starting to get a little vertigo all the way up here.
We are up here, Storm. If you're scared of heights, you do not want to be up here. It's a pretty far drop behind us, but nonetheless, OH.Report gets up here, and we'll get it done for you. Get some highlights there from the live stream. Buckeye Central versus Seneca East to determine a district champ here at Willard.
Buckeye Central inbounds, but an interesting fact I actually learned about our very own Linda Mendoza is she is afraid of heights, so maybe if she ever decides to join us on broadcast, Willard might not be the best place for her as that basketball sails out of bounds, and it's going to be Seneca East possession off the quick turnover out of the halftime break. Tigers bringing it up the half-court line. Bowerman with only 4 points in the first half. A quiet half for her, to say the least. Deppnett now has it back over to Bordner. Almost a turnover, scary, but they get it all the way down inside to Hickson. That one, I believe, is blocked again, and 4 bodies flying on the floor. Gonna call that one a jump ball. So we take a look at the replay. Perfect timing right there. Got that one all ball. Excellent replay by our wonderful producer, Adam Thompson. Seneca East set to inbound. Deppnett has it, gets it up top to Bordner. Free throw line now to Hicks. She takes a runner off one leg, and the post play continues for Seneca East.
Heck of a shot right there from Hicks off one leg. Somehow got that one to go off glass. Doesn't matter. That will be 2 points awarded to Seneca East no matter what. As on the other end, Cecil matches it with a runner off glass herself.
Bowerman taking it the other way, gets it up to Bordner, now to Depnett. Struggled in the first half as well. Pretty much all of Seneca East struggled in the first half on the offensive end. Depnett had a few point-blank misses. Bose has it now, kicks it back out to Bordner. Bordner takes a screen, met with a defender, gets it up top to Bose. She now swings it back over to Depnett. Post play once again for Hicks. She tried to walk the tightrope. Going to be called with a blocking foul on Piper. So Seneca East is going to have possession out of bounds, and Garret, the Tigers, being ultra aggressive out of the break.
And that's what they need to do. They need to get this deficit to at least 5 before the end of this quarter. They do not want Buckeye Central to begin to slam the door on this one. But so far, Buckeye Central's really been dominating and showing why they're one of the best D4 teams in the state.
Some good defense there from Buckeye Central. They're in a run out now. Ratliff has it. Tried to get cute with that one. Going to end in a turnover. Bordner has it down on the other end, and that one a turnover as well. Both teams playing a little sloppy here in the opening minutes of the third quarter. Regardless, Buckeye Central has position, almost turns it over again. Emily Cecil able to track it down, takes a contact, falls down and finishes. Count that, baby, and a foul for the Buckeye Central Buckettes.
What a move right there from Cecil. As you see the replay, takes the contact and somehow gets it up off glass and banks that one in for an opportunity for a three-point play.
Absolutely speechless at how dominant this Buckeye Central offense can be as the and one goes and extends the Buckettes lead even further. Bowerman has it for Seneca East, dribbles to her right. On the right now, setting on the right wing, setting things up. Depnett was covered, decides to swing it up to Bordner. Almost another turnover and will be. Buckeye Central pushing things along now. Ratliff has it on the close wing. Dishes it off to Brown. She's going to try a mid-range shot, and that one falls for Buckeye Central once again.
Seneca East desperately needs a timeout, and Coach Don Vogt's going to get one. They're down 14 points here to Buckeye Central. Really not sure what happened, but kind of used her teammate as a screen right there as she was on the ground and was wide open for the mid-range. Jay was Kaylee Brown, and she knocked it down.
Garrett, do you like live and free high school hoops?
That I do, Storm.
Do you like live and free tournament high school hoops?
Of course I do.
Well, tonight's high school broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH.Report. Thank you to our generous sponsors, Willard Family Dentistry, individualized comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online now at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm, experienced injury attorneys. Get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccination at ohiohealth.com. So thank you very much to all of our generous sponsors for making us able to bring this all to you live and free. As out of the timeout, Seneca East has it. I also want to say a thank you to everyone participating in the fan zone. A lot of support here for both teams and Storm and G-Man in the commentating booth. Love hearing and reading all your guys' comments. Yes, I do go back and read all of them. Even though I may not say them on the broadcast, I do take the time and read them all. A quick hook shot for Seneca East gets them back on the board out of the timeout.
A much-needed shot right there, not only for Seneca East, but for Jessica Bowerman. They need her to get going. The leading scorer on this team, she had 26 in the district semifinal. They need to get her going.
Emily Cecil floats one up over the top. No travel right there. Thought that one was clear as day. Brown seems like she got away with one and puts home a layup as well. Seneca East the other way. Bowerman has it. Still a quiet night for her. Almost another turnover for the Tigers. Able to bring things back out. Bordner has it. Takes a screen. Dribbles to her left. Steps back. Finds it inside. Hook shot on the way off the glass. And now both teams are trading baskets here in the third.
See if Seneca East can get a stop defensively. Down 12 points here. They so desperately need so.
Buckeye Central the other way, looking to put away the Seneca East Tigers for the third time this season. Dive on the floor is Bowerman. Some terrific hustle will be in vain as Buckeye Central collects it in the backcourt. Ratliff dribbles around. Strong screen right there from Brown. Going to take a look at the replay. See Brown at the right of your screen. Garrett, I don't know, a little bit of the extension of the arm, but also maybe some good acting there from Brown.
Yeah, Strom, I'm in agreement with you. I'm not sure if that was a foul right there, but it was great acting from Kaylee Brown, to say the less.
Stepping back into the action, some more bodies flying on the floor. A very physical game it has been, and that's been the tale of the tape here for tournament time as a whole, Garrett. I mean, every game we've been to, there has been a lot of physical and chippy play. I mean, all these teams want to win.
The competition ramps up, and so does the physicalness, Storm, in these games. Both teams are going at it. Neither want to go home. They're going at each other's necks. Is right there, Kaylee Brown. Couldn't get that one to go, and will be a foul on her.
And right on cue, Brown really trying to get in there and get an offensive rebound. It has been difficult all night for the Tigers to control the glass at all, able to secure a rebound right there, but that has not been normal tonight.
Seneca East can cut this to a 10-point lead. See if they get a set to go for Jessica Bowerman here on offense.
Bowerman now has 6 tonight, still not really where she's normally at. Depnet has it, dribbles to her right. Brings it back, getting caught with the basketball, takes some contact, somehow finds a way to get that to Bowerman. She's dribbling between two Buckeye Central Bucks, gets caught on the ground. Going to be a timeout for Seneca East, and that's pretty much been the story as Seneca East really has had trouble getting anything done on the offensive end.
Buckeye Central's defense have been surrounding them at all angles. They beat Seneca East in both of their matchups earlier in the season. The first one was 55-50, as you see the tournament bracket for D4, the Willard District. But in the second matchup, it was 40-36, so both games are really low scoring, and we're going to see that again here tonight.
Look at the scoring for Buckeye Central. I mean, and both teams won by over double-digit margins, beating Danbury 74-18 and beating South Central. We saw that one the other night, 64-24. I mean, this Buckeye Central team is just built different.
It's one of the best teams in D4, Storm, and they're really showing why they are so good. They don't have that big of a weakness. Their biggest weakness is sometimes they go cold from the field, but that's a credit to Seneca East's defense. They're very good when Buckeye Central plays right in their hands and they get easy steals, but so far Buckeye Central's defense has been hounding them.
And I mean, every team goes cold from the floor, so their weakness is that they can miss pretty much. And every team misses. You never make 100% of your shots, so that's truly a testament to how good this Buckette squad is, as Bowerman has it out of the timeout, deep in the three-point range. I believe that is Cook. Now she swings it over, a three-point try on the way from Bordner, and right when they need it the most, Bordner nails home a triple.
Bordner averaging 8 points a game, and now she's up to 7. The leading scorer here tonight for Seneca East. They're going to need more out of her.
Buckeye Central the other way trying to answer Seneca East three-pointer, but going to be a traveling violation, a rare turnover for Buckeye Central. But the Seneca East fans and bench getting into things now.
So now some more momentum for Seneca East as the lead is now to 9 with 2:48 remaining. Let's see what Seneca East can do here on this offensive set.
Bowerman, the leading scorer, I believe, in the season for Seneca East, has it. She's surveying, dribbling around. Looks like Seneca East trying to run some down screens, trying to get an open backdoor cut. Not going to get it. Kick it out to Cook. She dribbles to her right, and some aggressive defense right there from Evac is a little too aggressive, and that's going to be a foul. Seneca East is going to have the basketball on the close sideline. Garret, it's a 9-point game with 2:28 left to go. A lot of live and free hoops still to be played, but Seneca East is going to need to get things going here in a hurry.
Got to get Jessica Bowerman going, as we mentioned, all night long. She's been struggling, and Buckeye Central's defense is trapping as soon as they go over that pick and roll, as Boardman, does a great job to keep that one alive, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow points towards Buckeye Central.
The Buckettes' defense is just so scrappy. They really get after it on defense. It is incredible to watch. They never take a play off, and they rarely make rotational mistakes, as their offense now leads the charge. Pfeiffer all the way to the hoop, puts a spin move on net with two defenders, resets things back out. Ratliff has it under 2 to go here in the third quarter. On the left wing now is Emily Cecil, dribbles all the way to midcourt. Going to hand that one off to Piper. She gets a running start. It's going to take a spill on the floor. Bodies once again on the floor. Going to be a timeout for Buckeye Central. Seneca East are saying that they didn't have possession. How can they call a timeout? The Stripes going over there to explain it, but I'm in agreement with Seneca East. I mean, I don't really think they had possession of the rock.
No, the ball was floating around and still up for grabs, and nobody got a hold of it. How can you call a timeout when you don't even have possession of it? It could have been Seneca East ball, but the refs award Coach Abram Capel a timeout.
It's going to be difficult for Seneca East to mount a comeback, especially against a team so good. But this is a team that Seneca East is familiar with, so if anyone were to have some secret weakness they know about, it would be the Tigers.
That's really the only good thing going up against Buckeye Central tonight that they got going for them, is they're playing a team that they're at least familiar with. They've seen them 2 times this season, but so far Buckeye Central's been asserting their dominance.
Out of the timeout, Pfeiffer has it, swings it over to Emily Cecil. She's going to try a 3 off target into the hands of Ackerman. She has it getting bothered on defense from Deppinett. No call on the floor, but it will be a turnover regardless, and the ball gets tipped away. Another turnover for Seneca East. Pfeiffer taking it on the right wing, tries to put a spin move on, walking the tightrope on the baseline, gets it out to Brown, now hands it off to Cecil, step back mid-range try, and that one, nothing but net on the shot attempt for Emily Cecil.
Beautiful shot right there from Cecil, but it was good defense from Alexis Hicks. Had the hand up in the offensive player's face, but it's just better offense.
Bowerman handing it off to Oosley. Dribbles inside, met with another defender, kicks it out to Bordner for a three-pointer. Off target, Hicks able to secure the offensive rebound. Now over in the corner is Cook. Puts it up, blocked from behind from Buckeye Central. They're going to be running out on the fast break. Ackerman unable to secure it. Had a teammate run on the length of the court. Will not find her. Ratliff has it. Now over to Emily Cecil, another three-pointer, and that one swishes home from behind the arc. Buckeye Central offense in full swing.
Big-time shot right there from Cecil. She struggled on the previous possession from downtown, but right there makes the defender pay for leaving her wide open.
Under 20 seconds, both teams' fan bases on their feet. This is a huge possession. Seneca East needs some momentum going into the fourth. Bowerman has it, 8 seconds and counting, working it inside to Hicks. Now back out. Bordner going to take a mid-range try at the buzzer, not going to go. Rebound falls out of the hands of both teams, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Buckeye Central Bucks lead the Tigers 39-25. Going to take a break. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Fourth quarter action already underway, and Seneca East not starting off how you want to. Neither is Buckeye Central. Both teams recording a turnover here in the first 30 seconds. And that's going to be a foul on Buckeye Central. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret, Parlett, and Garret. Buckeye Central has really started to take control of this one.
Yeah, they went on a big run in that third quarter to make this a 14-point advantage, the biggest lead of the night. Let's see if they can sustain it, or will Seneca East hit the comeback.
Tigers now really desperate for a score. It was a tough third quarter for them. They get it deep inside. That one hangs off the rim and out. I'm going to say it was last touch by Buckeye Central. It's going to be Tigers basketball under their own hoop. Bowerman is going to inbound for the Tigers. Getting deep into the 5 count. Can't find a place to get it in. Eventually just heaves it up, and that's going to be a turnover right into the hands of Brown as Buckeye Central is going to slow things down. The clock is their best friend right now here early in the fourth quarter. Brown has it, swings it over. Emily Cecil with the tray. Made one of those in the third quarter. Not going to get it. Depnet secures the rebound. A lot of contact. Going to be another foul on Buckeye Central here early. Taking a look at the replay, clear-cut foul right there. Both, I believe it could have called a foul on both those Buckeye Central defenders as they were getting aggressive.
Yeah, at first I thought that there wasn't going to be a foul call, but they finally did get one. So Seneca East with the opportunity to try to cut this to 12.
Bowerman swings it over to Ousley. Running some backdoor screens and cut. Hicks with a jump pass to Bose. She tries a three-pointer. And the three-point shooting woes continue for Seneca East. And a terrific hustle and save from Bowerman. Unable to save it to her teammate. Instead, right into the hands of Ratliff. She has it, bringing the double team. Cancer has it, kicks it back up top to Brown. Now over to Emily Cecil. Had a three-pointer in the third quarter. Decides not to shoot one there, bringing things back out. Buckeye Central in commanding lead of this one. Backdoor cut right into the hands of Pfeiffer. She dribbles inside. It's going to take some hard contact, but is going to get rewarded at the free throw line with 2 shots.
Tremendous backdoor cut right there from Claudia Pfeiffer. She set it up too. She acted like she was going to go get the ball from her teammate, but then immediately cut back door, and it was a beautiful pass. And she did get fouled. I'm surprised it wasn't called a shooting foul. They decided to call it on the floor.
I am just as surprised as you, my friend, as Emily Cecil has the ball for the Buckettes, taking her sweet old time, and there's no reason not to, as the coach for Seneca East wants his team to get up in defense. No need to play back. Got to make something happen here late in the game. Almost a steal, but another late whistle comes in, and Garret, the whistles are coming in. It's just taking a little bit.
Late whistles here in this fourth quarter. I'm sure they're just trying to let them play, but they're being very aggressive, so something has got to be called as Buckeye Central just trying to milk this clock away and finally put the nail in the coffin.
They have been doing that effectively. I believe they've had the ball for an entire minute on this possession. Ratliff has it, getting heckled on defense, gets it into the hands of Brown. She dribbles to her right, met with a Seneca East Tiger, somehow stays with it. What a pass. Emily Cecil in the corner, three-point try on the way, and a big rebound there from Brown to keep this possession alive. Cecil's going to take another hard foul. Both these teams playing with so much emotion. Emily Cecil's going to get fouled. As you see, a lot of contact. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe he got all ball, but regardless, Emily Cecil stepping up to the charity stripe.
I think you already know what I'm going to say, Storm. Swiping down on the ball, always going to get the call regardless, even if you have all ball. Refs are usually and typically going to call that because they think that you got some of the wrist or some of the hand.
That is twice in one broadcast now as Emily Cecil knocks down her second, and 3 times in one day. That may be an OH.Report record here for us at Willard. Seneca East on the other end. Depnet has it dribbling to her left. She has struggled as well as that woman right there. Bowerman also has struggles. Catches some ankles right there. Kicks it over to Ousley. Mid-range try on the way. Rattles around and out. Another scrap for the rebound. And Garret, I mean, I don't believe there has just been a shot that has hit the rim and been collected. It's always just bodies flying everywhere. Both teams want the rebounds.
Both teams are really giving it their all, and it's a lot of hustle and effort out here. So applaud both teams for really giving it their all, but so far Buckeye Central has really just made more shots and made the most of their opportunities when they get them.
Emily Cecil almost loses possession, able to get it to her teammate. Now to Brown, deep behind the three-point line. Ratliff has it on the right wing, takes a screen from Brown, fights over it, back to Brown on the top of the key. Buckeye Central once again really just trying to milk some clock. They are in the driver's seat in this one. They're just trying to dribble the clock out right now, and Seneca East really kind of just letting them do it. Great IQ right there not to take the shot, even though it was wide open. Makes Seneca East D up and stop you. Layup not wide open, and Seneca East gets a block. Out on the break as Bowerman dribbles all the way inside, takes some contact, puts it off the glass. Won't put it in. Another fight for the rebound as Bose tries the mid-range jumper, and the Seneca East offense just completely ice cold here in pretty much the last 3 quarters.
This is the complete opposite of what we saw, Storm, when they played St. Paul. Bowerman was really dishing out dimes and dominating when she got her opportunity, but so far she has been cold, and so has the rest of the Lady Tigers.
Oh my goodness, what a move right there from Pfeiffer. But Garrett, how much do you think of that as the mental game? Because I know no matter how good our basketball team was, whenever we played St. Paul, we just got ourselves in a funk. As Pfeiffer finishes in the lane, we just got ourselves in a funk in our own head, even though we had the ability to beat some of those teams.
I'm sure that's definitely playing a little bit of a factor. Buckeye Central, such a dominant powerhouse in D4 ladies hoops, and being state ranked, I'm sure Seneca East, it really played into their heads. But Seneca East knows, we can hang with them. We've only lost by 5 and lost by 4, so they had a shot coming in, but so far it's been Buckeye Central.
Speaking of Buckeye Central, that team and Emily Cecil have the rock now. Gonna say it was out of bounds off of Seneca East as Bordner looks to check in here for the Tigers. Buckeye Central cannot believe that ball got called off of them. Their coach still arguing with the ref over this one. Seneca East taking it the other way. Bowerman only with 6 points through 3 quarters. Really not a typical showing for her. Just really an off night for her. And Depnett, as that's who has possession of the basketball, kicks it over to Bordner. Back up top to Depnett. Now to Bowerman, fakes the 3, drives baseline all the way, tries a reverse layup with some English on it, not going to drop. But that one does off the offensive glass with 3 minutes and counting to go.
Seneca East now got to get up on the defensive end and try to get some steals here in the backcourt, as that was way too easy just getting it up the floor. They got to get up in these offensive players and try to force some steals.
Got to have some heart here in the final couple minutes. Got to create some turnovers. Anything is possible here in the tournament as Pfeiffer has it, dribbling it around the 3-point line. Now hands it up. The 5 count starts now. Ratliff hands it off to Emily Cecil. She's got it on the right wing. Back up top to Pfeiffer. Buckeye Central just trying to waste as much clock as they can as Emily Cecil has it. Gets over to 3-point line. Back to Emily Cecil. Elects not to take the 3-point shot. Decides to bring it back out. Buckeye Central fans on their feet now for this squad who has just been different all season long. A foul, right there on Depnett. But Garrett, Buckeye Central just head and shoulders above the competition.
So far here tonight, and on that possession specifically, they wasted a minute just swinging the ball around and having great passing vision, not turning it over and being smart, not careless with the ball. As I believe that is Ratliff going to head to the free throw line, but first we're going to get a timeout from Seneca East.
Taking a look at the replay, that's been the story of the night for Bowerman, as she really just has not been able to get anything done. But Garrett, once again I ask, do you like live and free high school basketball?
Storm, I think you know the answer to that question.
Well, let me ask you this one. Do you like live and free tournament basketball?
That's why I'm here, Storm.
Well, we wouldn't be able to provide all this amazing coverage to you faces without the contributions from our generous sponsors, starting off with Willard Family Dentistry, individualized comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm, experienced injury attorneys. Get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. And finally, last but not least, tonight's scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccination at ohiohealth.com. Thank you once again to all of our wonderful sponsors for providing us the opportunity to come out and cover some high school hoops and bring it to all of the fans live and free. Getting back to the action, Seneca East looking to float one over the top to Bowerman. Going to be a hard foul, and Bowerman's now going to have a couple at the line.
It's ideal for Seneca East. Stops the clock, gets a chance to cut into this deficit, possibly make it a 14-point advantage. Obviously, still not where you want to be, down 14 with 154 remaining, but you still got to make both of these.
Thank you also to all the people participating in the fan zone. I know I love it when everyone comments, and I know, Garrett, we enjoy reading the comments on the ride home. Always nice to see all the wonderful messages you have to leave, especially from one woman in particular, Linda Mendoza, our top fan. Thank you very much, Linda. I believe she watches every live stream, so thank you very much for always tuning in, Linda. Emily Cecil has it for Buckeye Central, and this one is all but over as Buckeye Central once again just trying to milk some of this clock. A hard foul is going to come in there from Bowerman, and Pfeiffer is going to step up to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 1 minute and 37 seconds here in the final quarter of play. Pfeiffer has it, puts up her first attempt on the 1-and-1. That one finds the bottom of the bucket, still has another opportunity here from the line. I believe the rest of the Buckeye Central Bucks wanted to get back on defense, interfered a little bit with the free throw, so they're going to reset. Pfeiffer has it. Doesn't matter to her, still knocks that one down. Clock resumes. Seneca East across midcourt, desperate for a basket. Bowerman has it, dishes it off to Cook. Now a deep three-pointer on the way. That one hits the rim and out. And Garrett, I believe that is going to do it here for this one.
I believe Buckeye Central will be heading on to Regional Storm. I believe they announced it. They will either be playing Columbus, Grove, or Claudia. And at the point in time, at the start of the fourth quarter, Grove was up 32-20. So I guess we'll find out at the end of the game who Buckeye Central will be moving on to play.
And Garrett, earlier today on the OH.Report, yours truly were in Shelby, and we watched Willard take home a title, and that was an emotional celebration.
Yeah, big-time win for Willard. Margaretta, they split in the season series, but it was a win for Willard and another district title for them.
Buckeye Central gets a stop right there. Ann's going to get fouled, going to step up once again to the free throw line. Bowerman is going to pick up her third foul, and Emily Cecil is going to add to her already impressive point total, sitting right now at 17 points. Cecil puts up her first one. That one drops through the net. Gives Cecil her 18th point with 1:11 left to go. That one's not going to fall. Seneca East taking it the other way. Bowerman has it, stops 2 steps behind the three-point line. Not going to fall. And 1 minute left to play here on this one. That's going to be an and one for Seneca East, Garrett, but a little bit of the old-fashioned start the buses chant over there from the Buckeye Central student section. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Well, it's Storm. It really been because we haven't seen a lot of fans here recently. Students usually aren't allowed in the building. But tonight, the ticket sales were up, still abiding by the COVID restrictions, but I think it might be a little too late for Seneca East. They got the and one, but couldn't convert on the free throw.
Just under 1 minute to play. Buckeye Central coming in here, showing why they deserve to be not only number 1 seeded, but ranked number 1 in the state. I mean, pretty much beating every team they faced by a huge margin.
They really only had a few games where it was really a competition, and 2 came from Seneca East. It was a big win today, but Debnick gets the steal, and we'll finish on the other end for 2.
Buckeye Central inbounds it to Emily Cecil. 30 seconds left to play, and all they have to do is dribble this one out. Ratliff has it, back to Pfeiffer. Now back to Ratliff, 25 seconds and counting. Seneca East trying to be aggressive on defense, but it's all going to be in vain as this one's going to end with Buckeye Central beating the Seneca East Tigers 46-33. Tough foul right there. And the Buckeye Central student section once again erupts. They have been going crazy all night, and so has the Seneca East student section, so it's nice. A little bit of a return to normalcy here in
the Willard Flashes Gymnasium. Depnet's going to step up to the line for the Seneca East Tigers with 11.6 left to play. Depnet unable to knock that one down. Offensive rebound put back up. Isn't going to be put back in. 2 tries on that possession. Not going to go, and that's going to do it here for Willard, at Willard High School, where the Buckeye Central Bucks are victorious over the Seneca East Tigers. The celebration starts. Make sure, we're going to take a quick break, but make sure you stick with us through that break. We're going to have some final stats and a player of the game interview. You are watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH.Report.
The net cutting ceremony already underway here at Willard High School, where the Buckeye Central Bucks were victorious over the Seneca East Tigers 46-33. Garret I've seen this 3 times in the past 24 hours, but it never gets not exciting, as the net cutting ceremony is just something, a tradition that, it's just something special.
Yeah, I was never part of one myself, but I'm sure that is a really good feeling because you're a part of history. You're always going to be a part of this Buckeye Central girls team that was really historic, one of the top teams in D4 girls hoops in Ohio. So congratulations to them and such a dominant program, and just shout out to them, man.
We do have some final stats here to look over. We're going to take a quick peek at those. So taking a look at the final stats, Buckeye Central shooting 16 of 39 and 4 of 7 from 3, 8 of 10 from the free throw line with 21 rebounds, 14 turnovers, and 14 fouls. Seneca East shooting 15 of 58, 1 of 13 from 3, 4 of 7 from the free throw line with 20 rebounds, and 14 turnovers with 15 fouls. And Garrett, the obvious glaring issue was the poor shooting from behind the arc for Seneca East.
25% Storm, and as I mentioned pregame, when the Tigers would go cold, they would go very cold. They steep very low, and they sometimes only shot below 35%, and today they did 25% from the field. That is not going to get it done, especially against a team like Buckeye Central.
And despite the huge height advantage from Seneca East, the Bucks still getting it done in the rebounding department. That is surprising, but I mean, Buckeye Central really has no weakness.
The stats were really pretty matched, other than the field goal shooting. When Buckeye Central got their opportunity to shoot it, they typically made it, and if they did miss, they were getting the offensive rebounds. But Seneca East could not get anything to go, and it's hard when your leading scorer, Jessica Bowerman, I believe she only had 6 points, Storm, so they just couldn't get it done today. And shout out to them. I mean, I know they had the tough loss today, but they still had a great season, had a good run in the tournament.
For Seneca East, trying to bring it back to 1-2 on the season, trying to spoil the Buckeye Central Bucks season will not. They fall to Buckeye Central as they continue to cut the net. And Garrett, that has got to be a special thing to always have that. That's something, you can show your kids down the line. You can keep it forever. I mean, that's, like you said, a part of history.
It's a historic program, too. Not only you're part of history, but this is one of the better girls hoops teams in this area to ever come through this area, too. They dominate really on all cylinders. They're one of the better teams in the D4 district. So I wouldn't be surprised when we're first seeing them in the state Final Four.
And, a team around here that is exceptional that comes to mind is, Willard, the Willard High School girls program. We saw them play earlier, and, I mean, they just take care of business wherever and whenever.
Yeah, they had a good win over Margaretta. That was a very good game. It was very back and forth. Both teams going at it really all night long, and finally Willard at the end of that game would come away with the victory over Margaretta.
Garrett, how emotional do you think it is to be down there, to finally see, for some of these girls, they're seniors, all 4 years of hard work in the high school, program to finally pay off and for things to finally, pay their dividends?
Buckeye Central, they're down there giving hugs, but I believe that Abram Capel, the head coach of Buckeye Central, their mission isn't done. This wasn't the first stop. They want to continue to grow on. They won the district here, and they're looking to go to regionals and maybe pick up another victory and even go farther. So it's going to be an exciting year for Buckeye Central fans. It looks like they're going to continue to try to move on. I believe that we'll be playing Columbus Grove. I haven't got confirmation from that, but I know Columbus Grove was up big at the end of the third quarter.
And we are going to take another quick break right here. Going to try to get a player of the game interview, but don't want to impede too much. Want to let these girls have their moment because they really have worked so hard for this. So we're going to try to get someone up here in the booth, but we will be back regardless. Remember, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
Standing courtside now, actually without our player of the game, Emily Cecil. This one's brought to you by Reinhardt Injury Attorney. Emily still down there celebrating. Don't want to take her away from her team. Want to give her a chance to celebrate and have some fun. Like I said before, this has been, all this team's combined effort and work ethic to get them there. So we're going to let them celebrate. But Garrett, Emily Cecil with a big night, and that's what we've seen a lot during the tournament time, her stepping up and really putting in a lot of points for Buckeye Central.
She had a big night the other night. I believe she had 21, and tonight added in another 18 points. So just a dominating performance from Emily Cecil. She kind of stepped up. Claudia Pfeiffer kind of struggled tonight with the defense from Jessica Bowerman, but Emily Cecil stepped up and provided a big 18 points in the win. win.
And I know our player of the game is Emily Cecil, but this one seemed like it was a team effort. I mean, they really needed to get it done on the defensive end to slow down the Seneca East Tigers. It took a lot of defensive rotation, so a big team win for Buckeye Central.
They had multiple players get into the scoring column. Kaylee Brown had a few points. Emily Cecil had some, and Claudia Pfeiffer, of course, had a few points. As maybe we might get the interview storm. I think Emily Cecil is heading up here, so stay tuned, folks. She is on her way.
I think she is en route right now. It's been a excellent game here for Buckeye Central and an excellent tournament run, as I believe that is her. I believe we have an Emily Cecil sighting here on the OH.Report. Howdy, how is it going, Miss Emily Cecil? Congratulations, you are our player of the game, brought to you by Reinhardt Injury Attorneys. 18 points. I mean, talk me just a little bit through, what's going through your head. Got to be an emotional moment for you.
Hi, thank you. Yes, it's very emotional. It's a great team win, and it just feels really good to get that win and get past that.
You have played this team 2 times before. This is your 3rd meeting. You were able to come out 3-0 in the series you guys had going on. When did you know that this one was in the bag and you were going to take home a W tonight?
Yes, well, the first 2 times we played them, we were short players. So to have the team at full strength and be able to go out there and execute as well as we did and keep the lead, and it felt really good, and we were all really confident going into it.
Has it set in that you're finally this far in the bracket, or are things still kind of, needing to take a few minutes to set in? Has the emotion really calmed down yet?
Yeah, it feels really great. Emotions are going to be high, definitely, and then we'll get back to work next week.
Back to work next week. That leads me on to my next question. What are the plans going forward? I mean, this Buckeye squad is just, different. You guys are just such a good program.
Yes, thank you. We definitely put in a lot of work, and we're going to just keep pushing hard in practice and just keep doing what we've been doing and clean up the little things and keep executing.
One last question for you. What does this win mean to not only you or the school, but the community you have going on over there at Buckeye Central?
It definitely means a lot to everybody. It's a really intense game, and so just go out there and get the win and play as good as we did. It felt really good, and the fans were right there behind us supporting us.
All righty. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Emily Cecil. Once again, your player of the game, brought to you by Reinhardt Injury Attorneys. Go out and enjoy this one, and like you said, going to get back to work next week, so enjoy this one while you can.
Yes, thank you very much.
All righty. Going to have Garret Parlett step back into the booth as we show the hardware. So, going to have Garret Parlett step back into the booth now.
Thank you, guys.
As we give one final congratulations to Emily Cecil. Garret, I asked Emily what the plan was moving forward, but now I think it's time I ask you what the plan is going forward for Buckeye Central.
Buckeye Central, such a dominant program here in D4. Stepping down, we'll be playing, I'm assuming, Columbus Grove in the next round. They got a lot of work ahead of them, but I'm sure that they'll get it done. Abram Capel will get these ladies in the gym next week and review some film and get them ready to go in regionals.
It was a long day of coverage here at the OH.Report. A lot of live and free hoops. Happy that it happened. Hate to see it end, but it's got to. I've always got some thank yous I need to get out of the way. Thank you very much, Garret Parlett, for locking it down with the color commentary. Once again, the illustrious Garret Parlett. Thank you so much, Zach Fraley, for locking it down on the camera and for presenting all the amazing pictures you guys got. Thank you very much, Austin Michael, for locking it down on the stats, and Adam Thompson. A big shout out to you for directing tonight, making everything go smoothly. And one last time, thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors. This one was brought to you by Willard Family Dentistry. Individualized comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm. Experienced injury attorneys get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. And last but not least, tonight's scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccination at ohiohealth.com. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with us through a long day of tournament coverage. But for now, you have been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH.Report.